the ice cream truck just decided to go by as soon as I hit record. Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and today I am going to tell you how my 2019 goals are going. This is a monthly update that I like to do just to make sure that I am staying on track and then, of course, to make adjustments as needed. If you are new, I am on a journey to pay off my student loan debt and lose some weight along the way. I am also here to give you tips and tricks and inspire and motivate you on your journey. Please go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below so that we can motivate and inspire each other. Since September started off with me traveling, I went to FinCon, if you don't already know. I was not able to get this update up at the beginning of the month like I normally do, and then once I got back, it was just like so much going on all at once, and then I didn't get a chance to make this video, and then I thought, do I even make the video? Should I make the video? But then I thought to myself, yeah, it's never too late to set goals. So if you have yet to set 2019 goals, do it now. And so since I'm always telling you it's never too late, then I figured it's never too late for me to update my goals here for you. Before I go any further, I would love to know what your goals are. And like I said, if you have not made any, make one right now. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what some of your goals are for 2019. Also, let me know how you're doing with it, because that's what today is all about, is letting you know how my goals are going. If your goals aren't going so well, don't worry, because not all of mine are either. But that's okay. We'll work on this together. At the beginning of 2019, I set several goals in 7 different areas. Those areas are family, career, spiritual, social, intellectual, physical, and financial. The updates that I'm about to give you are for the end of August, beginning of September, even though it's pretty much the end of September now. I wanted to do it this way on purpose so that I have something else to report come the beginning of October and get myself back on track. If there are only certain goals that you want to see, then you can check out the timestamps that I will leave in the description for you. So let's get into it. Starting with family, my 2019 goal was to spend more time with my family, and I started out saying that I wanted to spend like 1 night a week, and that ended up being way too easy, really. This is one that I haven't really tracked too much, and I just wanted to be more intentional about spending time with my family. In August, I actually did kind of struggle with this a little bit. I wanted more time to myself, but for September, I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about eating meals with my family. For my career goals, I actually have 2. One for school as a teacher, and then also one for YouTube, because I wasn't really sure where else to put YouTube. So for my teaching career goal, since leaving my last school in May, my goal has been to find a new teaching job. I have continued to apply to new schools. I've also put in to be a sub in both the private and public schools in my area. I've had some issues applying to the public schools. I'm still kind of waiting to hear back from them about orientation, and there's a lot of extra steps that I didn't know about until very, very recently, even though I applied way back in May. And for a school system that keeps telling the news that they need teachers and subs, yeah, this has been quite the issue. There have not been a lot of jobs to apply to, and then even when I applied to be a sub, I found out months later that I applied in 1 spot when I was supposed to apply in 2 spots online, and now I am behind 600 other subs that are supposed to go through orientation before me. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting and waiting. For my YouTube career goal, that sounds really weird to call YouTube a career. It's not really a career, but it is an income source for me, which is why it goes under career. My goal was to start earning money this year. My subscriber and watch time goal was actually met in April and May, and now my current goal is to have 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So help me out right now by subscribing if you are not already. Click that red subscribe button. And let your friends know about my struggle to become debt-free and lose some weight. That way I can help you and all of your friends that might also be struggling with some of the same things, and we can help and inspire each other together. As of the end of August, I have 1,120 subs. I doubt that I will reach 3,000 by the end of the year, but it is still well within the realm of possibility. But if I don't, that's okay, because my original goal was 1,000 in order to be monetized here on YouTube, and I reached that a long time ago, so I'm happy with where I am right now. As for earning money, I should actually receive my first YouTube check in the month of September. Well, actually, this is my third check ever, but it's my first check since the standards were changed at the beginning of last year. For my spiritual goals, I am giving money to my church, and then the other one, I like to keep that one to myself because I feel like it's between me and God, but I still talk about them just to hold myself accountable and to just kind of let you know how I'm doing. So for the second one, I did slack a little bit in August, but I was able to make up everything that I did slack on, so I am still doing pretty well with this. I am also continuing to give to my church, even though in my bare bones budget I cut out giving, but I still give monthly and I still put that in my monthly budget until I feel like I have nothing left to give. I am also continuing to do that because I do know that I will be earning money soon. My social goal for 2019 is to visit with a friend at least once a month. Phone calls count, and there is still a phone call that I have been meaning to make for a couple of months now, and I just keep forgetting about it or putting it off or only remember when it's a very inconvenient time to call, like the middle of the night. I'm sorry, I'm not calling you in the middle of the night, and I can't call you while I'm working. This is like the only times I remember, and so that is something that I want to do. But in the month of August, I did visit with my friend Jenny at least once or twice. I also went out and went bowling with my brother and his girlfriend. Maybe, hopefully, by the end of September, now that I'm thinking about it, I can actually call this friend that I really, really, really want to call. For my intellectual goal for this year, that is to read one book a month. It can be any genre, and I typically choose fiction just because that's what I enjoy the most. In August, I listened to the book Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I chose it because I had read earlier this year A Man Called Ove by the same author, which I really, really enjoyed. As for Beartown, I mean, it was really good, but I didn't really like the sports, namely hockey. No offense to sports, and especially not hockey or anyone that likes that. I'm just not a sportsy sports person. And there was a lot of like foul language and just language in general that I did not appreciate. However, the hockey sports aspect, even though I didn't like it, had a huge impact on the main like problem in the story, and so it was very, very essential to the story. And then the language of like just teenage boys, especially on a sports team, was very appropriate too, I guess, for like real life, so it made sense. But the main writing of difficult things that happened in this book, like I don't want to spoil anything, but I felt like the writing of those difficult things was actually very, very, very well done. So I continue to think of Frederick as a very good author. For my physical goals this year, I had several, actually. I wanted to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, or rather be under 200 pounds. I also wanted to complete a 5K each month throughout the year, and I wanted to do a 10K by the end of the year. I also strive to beat my mileage each month for walking and running, and I want to exercise 5 times a week. Last month, I weighed 233 pounds, and at the end of August, I weighed 238.1. So I gained about 5 pounds this month, but this is honestly due to me just not caring. I didn't want to exercise, I didn't care about what I was eating, and I just gained weight. Most weeks in August, I was lucky if I went out for a walk once a week. This is not the direction that I want to go in, and I definitely need to work on this. I have also decided to stop doing 5Ks because they do cost quite a bit of money, usually between $30 and $50. And I just feel like since I don't have a job right now, I want to save that money. I would like to strive to do my own 5Ks at home. At least some point during the month, I need to do 3.1 miles while I'm out walking. It's not the same at all, but for right now, I am choosing to save money over my health because of the situation that I am in. Another reason that I am not eating as well as I should is that I am not shopping for myself as much as I have in the past. I would often purchase my own breakfasts and lunches and then eat dinner with the family, whatever it was that they were eating, not always the healthiest. But in order to save money, I'm not buying anything from the store for myself, and I am relying strictly on what what my parents purchase since I live at home, and they are not the healthiest eaters, and so that is a reason why I have not been eating as well. But I do also need to request healthier things. They ask me all the time what it is that I want at the store, and I don't always tell them, and so they're not going to buy me something if they don't know that I'm going to eat it, and if I don't request it, they're not going to buy it. I do know that it's not the healthiest of choices, but my decisions are laying with saving money over my health for right now. Once I do find a full-time job, I will definitely pick that back up. The lack of exercise is not near as excusable as my diet was in August, so I also plan to work on that going forward. As for the 10K, I'm not so sure that I'm going to get to that by the end of the year because, I mean, even my 5Ks are on hold. I might try like an at-home 10K of my own, kind of like I'm doing with the 5Ks currently. And that really is just because I am prioritizing saving money over losing weight right now. For my financial goals for this year, I wanted to pay $20,000 towards my student loans by the end of the year. I started with approximately $50,000 in student loan debt for my graduate loans. Now that I haven't been working full-time since May, I'm very doubtful that I'll get to pay that $20,000. But I am going to do what I can. Maybe I can squeak out 10K by the end of the year, but we'll have to wait and see. In the month of August, I paid $110 towards my student loans. That's my minimum payment for my graduate loans. So for the total paid towards my student loans this year, that is $7,980-ish. I do plan on doing a debt snowball update soon, so you definitely want to look forward to that. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell for notifications so that you don't miss it. Those are all of my goals for 2019 and where I stand as of the end of August. I didn't want to update you on what I plan to do in the month of September because September is pretty much over, but come October, if there are any adjustments that I need to make going forward, I will definitely let you know. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what some of your goals are and how you are doing. Also, don't forget to like this video as it really helps me out here on YouTube, and go follow me over on Instagram if you are not already for more current updates. You can find me at the Rachel Lynn. I am really a total noob when it comes to stories, but I am improving and getting better every single day, and I'm having fun while I'm doing it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!